Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. d5 establishes a presence in the center, controls the e4 square, and opens up the light-squared bishop. Knight c3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the d5 pawn, and controls the e4 square. This move activates your knight to strengthen control over the center. White develops the bishop and attacks the center. This is a fine move. This threatens to win material through a fork. You overlooked an opportunity to prepare a bishop for development. That's fine. This lets your bishop step into the game. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recapturing. A strong move, occupying an outpost square and keeping the initiative. You permitted the opponent to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. Taking that pawn wins material after the follow-up trades are made. You exchange pieces of equal value. After all captures, this is an equal trade. You take back. This threatens to tactically win a knight. You develop a knight, which means you move it from its starting position. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. You allowed the opponent to pin a defender of a pawn. This creates a threat against a pawn by pinning one of its defenders. You offered your opponent the chance to trade off equal material. Taking that knight wins material after the follow-up trades are made. You captured back. Recaptures. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. That was a free pawn. You escape the check from the queen. White will be winning material with that fork. That was an even swap of material. With this recapture, White introduces a new piece to the game. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. This misses an opportunity to pin a queen to the king. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. This misses a much better move. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for you. This moves the queen to safety. You kick the opposing queen with a pawn, forcing it away. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. You found a safer square for your queen. This is a fair move. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat. This misses a better way to move a queen to safety. You permitted the opponent to kick a bishop. This allows the opponent to win material through a fork. Nice fork, you'll be winning material. This move puts the queen on a safer square. You are losing material this way. There was only one good move there, and White did not spend enough time trying to find it. You permitted the opponent to win a knight through a fork. This overlooks an opportunity to win a knight through a fork. You permitted the opponent to create a passed pawn. This permits the opponent to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. You allowed the opponent to win material by eventually checking the king away from its defense. You missed an opportunity to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This wins a bishop. You step your king away from the checking queen. This misses an opportunity to win material by checking the king away from its defense. Recapturing. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. That's fine. You allowed the opponent to win material by adding pressure to a pinned piece. This misses an opportunity to win material by adding pressure to a pinned piece. You missed a better way to block a check from the opposing queen. You permitted the opponent to pin a knight to the king. This creates space for the king to move in case it is attacked. Not the best move, but not bad either. This immobilizes the knight by pinning it to the king. You allowed the opponent to win material by eventually adding pressure to a pinned piece. White finds a nice tactic with just seconds to spare, winning a bishop. This moves your queen to a safer square. This misses an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a knight. Very good choice. This steps away from the checking queen. You permitted the opponent to eventually win a queen. Now black can't stop white from winning a queen if they make the right moves. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat. This misses an opportunity to tactically win a queen. You missed an opportunity to add a defender to a vulnerable bishop. This misses an opportunity to tactically win a bishop. Ouch, you left your pawn hanging. That pawn was free for the taking. Your bishop has more scope from this square. This blocks the check from an opposing bishop. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. White lost their winning advantage, and now the game is close to equal. This is the only move that works, and you found it. That was a fair trade. Recaptures. You missed a better way to move a bishop to safety. Pushing a passed pawn. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. Yes, this is the way.